Okay, so here's a different way of looking at this problem. We're going to look at it from the point of view of the 6 people. Okay? Yeah?
Yep.
How many different guides does person A have to choose from?
Well, person A can choose from. Person A can choose from 2 guides.
Okay?
Person B can choose from 2 guides. Person C can choose from 2 guides. Person D can choose from 2 guides. Person E can choose.
Persons enough.
Well,
people enough.
Yeah.
Okay? So each person has a choice of 2 guides.
Yeah.
Those choices are not completely independent of each other. Why not?
Because of this little exception.
Yeah.
Well, because, then how can we make that? Because that means one of the people can only, if all of these people have chosen the same guide, then person F can only choose one guide.
Yeah. So what we need to do is pretend the exception's not there.
Yeah.
And then see if we can deal with that at the end.
So let's,
Okay. So what happens now? Do we add these 2's or do we multiply them?
well, before we added,
Before we added, and we had complete cases, like in one of the 2-4 cases, maybe we had A, E, and then B, C, D, F. That was one complete group.
yeah.
But now this 2 doesn't represent a complete group, it represents a choice that A has. So if A picks guide 1, that doesn't tell me a grouping.
No. Because all of them have to choose to tell you a grouping.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Do we add or do we multiply here? Alright, well let's back up again to a simpler problem, okay? Let's say there were 2 people and there were 3 guides each. Guide 1, guide 2, guide 3.
Yep.
And there were 2 people. So that they would have 3 choices for this guide and this person would have 3 choices.
Yeah.
Okay? So either if we add, it's going to be 6, and if we multiply, it's going to be 9.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to ignore all the restrictions.
Yeah.
Okay. So what could we have? Let's list them all out.
Or we could have
Person 1 could pick what?
guide 1, then person guide 1, and person 2 could pick guide 2. Then it could be that the person 1 could again pick guide 1, and person 2 would pick guide 3.
Okay.
And
also they could pick guide 1 because we're ignoring the restriction.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what happens. So how many choices are there when person 1 picks guide 1?
well, there's 3 choices.
There's 3 choices.
And then, what if person 1 picks guide 2, then there's another 3 choices.
There's another 3 choices.
And then person 1 picks guide 3, there would be another 3 choices. So, and then there would be 9 choices total.
Yeah.
So it looks like, and then there would be 3 and 3, so that would be multiplying.
So we're multiplying here.
Yeah.
Each choice has sprouts a little tree here.
Yep.
That has more branches coming up, more branches, more branches, more branches, and that means we multiply.
Yeah.
And also if person 1 picks guide 1, that doesn't influence what person 2 does.
Right, because we're ignoring the restriction.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas before, when we were adding those things together, those were totally different sets of
Yeah.
collections. So we were just counting them. Okay. So how many possibilities do we have here?
We have 2 to, I think it's 2 to the 6, which is 64 choices.
Okay. Now we have to go back
And
and figure out the selections that don't work.
Well, there's the case, there's a selection where there's two selections that don't work because there's one where guide 1 takes all 6 and guide 2 takes none, and guide 1 takes none and guide 2 takes all 6.
Yeah, so we have to take away 2 from this.
Which gets us to 62, like we got last time.
Okay, and we got a little bit lucky on this problem in that ignoring the restriction and then putting it back in at the end was really easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not so easy to do that. So I don't want you to be misled that that's always easy to do, but in this specific case it was easy to do.
Yeah.
So this is an easy way to count. You look at it from the people's perspective, each person has 2 choices, that means there's 64 cumulative different ways that they can make their selections. Okay?
Yep.
And that means there are
62
cases that meet
Yep.
our restriction. Okay?
Yep.
Alright. Good work this morning, guys. Good work.